Okay, so here we go. Look up, please. Look up, look up, look up. And let's see how we're doing. Now, I want everybody to take a look at their answers. All right, and what I want to do is I want to just go down here. All right, and I want you to tell me what the answer is. All right, let's start with number 1, Connor. You with me? 17. Right, and so then what?
Then, you have the parentheses.
Yes.
With 1x.
Yes.
Plus 2.
Very good. What's the last step?
Then open parentheses.
You all right? You kind of remind me of Batman, Joker. That's what it looked like. All right, Sebastian, number 3. What'd you get?
Oh, wait, no.
Max, go. Come on, Sebastian. You're too smart for me to do that.
Number 3? Yes.
Yes.
Okay, 30x plus 18. So, they're both...
Look on your iPad and tell me what the answer is. This was your homework, guys.
They're both divisible by 6.
I want the answer. Did you not do your homework?
I did it, but I got it wrong.
No. Tell me what you got.
I did it by 2, so I did 2 parentheses 15x plus 9.
Okay, that's good. Okay, it's not correct, but I believe you. Okay, so now correct it. You said it was a common what?
Of 6.
Now, let me. Everybody, look up. Max, look up. Does everybody see now? If you thought it was a 2, that's okay. But then you should read here and say, hey, there's a 15 and there's a 9. So what's common with that? 3. So then you pull the 3 out as well. 3 out as well, and then 3 times 2 is 6. That's exactly correct. So I want to make sure you pull out a 3, and then it would be 5x plus 3, but 2 times 3 is what? 6. All right? Are you with me on that now, Max?
Yes.
Does everybody understand what I did there? All right. Julia, you're up, number 5. Tell me what you got. Come on, you guys can't. Listen, I didn't do it is more respectable than I forgot. Honestly. All right? We have homework almost every single night except when we take a test. All right? Go. Jess.
Well, I did my homework, but I didn't get it.
Well, look at 38 and 12, kiddo.
So 12.
What goes into both of them? They're both what? Even.
Yeah.
So if they're both even, they're automatically divisible by what?
2.
There you go. Come on. So now we're pulling out a 2. Open parentheses.
And then, so first 2
2 goes in.
by 30.
How many times? Now look up. I'm going to show you. We're going to work on mental math. So let me help you. Ready? So 2 goes into 3 how many times? Once. With 1 left over. Notice where I put the 1.
Above the 8.
So 2 goes into 18.
Oh, 2 can go into 8.
There's the answer.
Whoa.
Right? And then 2 goes into 12 how many times?
2 can go into 6.
Come on, that wasn't hard. And the reason why I'm upset, guys, because this really isn't that hard. It's really not. It shouldn't have taken you that long. All right? Julian, number 7.
3 parentheses 1x or just x minus 9.
Thank you so much. Good work. All right. Number 9. Colin. Prime. Thank you very much. All right, I want everybody to know that's prime. Number 11, Abby.
I got
You got prime also. I'm proud of you on that. All right, and let's go with 13. 7 parentheses x plus 5. I'm happy with you on that. Go ahead, tell me. Well, for number 13?
Oh, I was there 15.
So 15 we got right here.
Yeah,
9 parentheses. Say about x minus what? X minus 7. You happy with that? All right. Number 17. Prime is in fact the answer. All right, I'm happy with that. All right, let's just go ahead and do the evens, because this is what I'm trying to tell you guys who didn't do the homework now, or you said give me some wild excuse. Does everybody agree that, come on now, that's not that hard. It didn't take us that long to do that. And if you were efficient in class, you might have been able to do the whole thing in class or at lunch or something, right? No excuses. All right, Julian up here, number 2.
All right, number 2 is 10x plus 25. So I got 10 and then x times or x plus 5 or yeah.
Stop. Just tell me what goes into 10 and 25.
25.
5. So you write a 5 down.
And then you do
Open parentheses. Divide numbers.
so 25 divided by 5.
Well, you have to do 10.
Oh, 25 or 5 divided by 10, which is
10 divided by 5, which is
2.
2. And then what?
And then you divide by 25, and that is 5.
Yes. But I'm trying to teach you something. I'm not just fussing at you. 25 divided by 5 and 10 divided by 5. Not 5 divided by 25 and not 5 divided by 10. All right? Number 4. You're up.
3.
Good. 3 times 15x minus. Good. Is that the final answer, though? No. You see that? What else can go? Let him finish it off. Thank you. I'm going to get ready to shot. What goes into 15 and 6 now, Will? You see what I'm saying, right? So it's okay to miss that. So now you pull out a 3. Will, when you pull out a 3, what does this become, though?
Oh, no.
Because what are we doing? We're multiplying. You with me? And so now what? 5x minus 2. Beautiful. All right. Caroline, what's up with 6? You got the right answer. Good job, girl. Prime. All right. Ellis, 8. You with me? Very good. All right. Now, Sebastian, listen, I'm not going to call on you anymore if you keep telling me what all the time. Do you hear me? I'm not kidding with you. You're too good a student to be acting that way. All right? Stay with me. Don't act silly, like you don't know something. All right? It's important that you are strong, not weak and not paying attention. Come on, tell me the answer, number 10. Yes, that's exactly what I want to hear out of you. Nothing else, just the answers. All right, now again, there's nothing more I can do for some of you on this, guys, right? Julia Bragdon, tell me about number 12. And I know you're going to have to work it, so tell me what's common. Good, 2. So let's do 2, open parentheses, what? Come on, you. Good. So far, so good. Is that the only thing that can come out now? No, what else can come out now? What else? Just look at 10 and 50. Come on. What goes into 10 and 50? Now listen to me. Remember, whenever they end in 0, yes, but even bigger than 5. That's correct. When something ends in a 0, it's automatically divisible by 10. You hear me? All right, so now we're going to pull out a 10. So if I pull out a 10, Julia, what does this become right here? Instead of a 2, it becomes a, very good, 20. Then it becomes what? And then what? Yes, x minus 5. You see what I'm saying? That's not that hard. You need the practice. Do you hear me? All right. 14 is obviously prime. All right. Who can tell me what's common with 39 and 13? 13. What was the answer then?
13 parentheses 3x plus 1.
Yeah, most people forget the plus 1. Most people forget the plus 1. You with me? Right? Good. You should get them all right because you're smart. All right? But remember what we're talking about. Go slow. Think before you speak. All right. I want you to try 18 for me since you're thinking now. That's all right. That's all right. Come on. Just tell me it doesn't. Listen, again, you don't have to get the greatest because you can just keep pulling things out. What do you see?
This wrong. I got
Stop saying that. What's common?
6.
6. Beautiful.
So 6 and then it's open parentheses 18.
Yep.
And then 6 goes into 18 3 times.
Very good.
So it's 3 and then 6 goes into 12 2 times.
Exactly. Come on now. See all that talking. Right? Just relax. Take a deep breath. And solve the problem. Now, why are these so simple? Because you can check your answer. Does everybody agree with me?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because I can just go 6 times 3 and that's 18. 6 times 2 and that's 12. Come on. I feel like this is just really simple. Really simple. Is everybody good with that?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Nothing to it. So, again, you guys should be perfect now with that. All right, some of you guys who didn't quite finish or you know, cut some corners last night, you need to get back into the swing of things here. We've got 3 weeks. All right? And I'm trying to get you ready for your exam. So it starts now. All right? Now what I want to do is I want to jump over to the review. All right? Now, there's like 105 problems. Now, why are there so many? Because, number one, we're going to take 2 days. Right, we're going to take 2 days. So we're just going to go around the room. All right, and listen, I prefer to do the odds today and what? Yeah, odds today, evens tomorrow. Everybody with me? All right, so please, I'm going to put you on the spot. We're just going to kind of go around the room. All right, number one is just a little practice problem because I think fractions are an issue. All right, so I'm asking you to multiply A times B times C. Everybody see that? So all we're doing is we're doing negative 2/5 times 20 over 32 times negative 4/10. Now, can somebody tell me if my answer is positive or negative?
Negative.
Remember, everybody's got to think for themselves. Sebastian, thank you. What is the answer? It's positive. Tell me why, Sebastian. Well, no, I don't want you to say that. Caroline. Yes, 2 negatives make a what? 2 negatives make a positive, right? So now when I'm doing this problem right here, guys, look what I'm doing. I'm just erasing the 2 negatives because I know the answer is going to end up what? Positive. Now, what do I have to do to the fractions, though? I'm not going to multiply that all out. I'm going to cross cancel, not cross multiply. Cross multiplying is for proportions. We're going to cross cancel. So who's going to tell me what I can cancel? Sebastian, what can I cancel? Well, just tell me what 2 numbers were. 5 becomes a 1. 4. Perfect. Somebody calling somebody else. All right, Abby, what can I reduce? 2 and 32. 2 becomes a, and 32 becomes a. No. 2 into 3 goes. Now I want you to get in the habit of putting a 1 up there. 2 goes into, there you go. That's how easy that is. All right, so Ellis, what can I reduce now? 4 and 16. Now I can reduce this 4, right? So 4 goes into 4, and the 16 becomes a. Good. What can I do, Vivian? Now I can do what, though? The 4 and the 10 is good. Or, but let's even make it easier. You see this 4 right here? And this 4 right here. Yeah, does that make sense? You can do the, but then you have to do the 4. All right. So let's go ahead and knock that out to a 1 and a 1. So my final answer after all that is 1/10. Is everybody happy with that? All right, now please pay attention because we're just going to kind of go around the room like we did. We're going to start with Connor and just wheel our way around. All right, so everybody pay attention. All right, so I'm on number 3 now. All right, Connor, let's start with you. What's the problem most of the time with these minus signs when you're subtracting? What do kids forget to do?
People think that, like, if since the minus sign is outside of the parentheses, they'll think that maybe it's like a -4.
But it should be what?
It's a positive.
Right, because I want everybody to remember you have to distribute the negative.
Hold on.
Distribute the negative. So I want everybody to take a look now. Make sure you're with me. When I distribute the negative, this subtraction becomes a what?
Positive.
This minus becomes a,
Positive.
and this minus becomes a.
Positive.
Does everybody see that now? Right? Is everybody with me? Right now, I just want to show you this too now, even though it's not necessary for me to do this. Now, is it necessary to have the parentheses now? Really? No, it's not. All right, but you don't have to do that. I'm just trying to show you, correct?
Mhm.
All right, so now let's go back to normal here and tell me what is x plus 3x, Connor?
4x.
And then what?
And then plus 10.
Yes, thank you. 4x plus 10 is perfect. Okay, Max, you're with me. Now what am I doing for number 5?
So you would have to do. You add the x's together.
No, you do not. We're still subtracting.
Oh.
So what do I have to do with that minus sign? Change it to a,
Addition sign.
right, come on, come on. Change it to addition. Then the 20x becomes a what?
15.
Negative.
Oh, okay.
You with me on that?
Yes.
And then the 5 becomes a what? The negative 5 becomes a,
a positive 5.
right. Is everybody happy with that? You guys remember that? It's been a long time. That's why I'm kind of going slow and making sure you got it. Max, do you remember that? You're distributing a negative. It's like multiplying by -1.
Yeah.
All right. Now we can combine terms, which is negative 4x and negative 20x, which makes a what?
Negative 24x.
Good. Negative 24x, and then what?
7.
What type of 7?
Positive.
Yes, plus 7, buddy. All right, Julia, same principle here on number 7. What am I doing?
You make the minus. Oh.
Yes, number 7. Yes, you do. And then what? Yes, you do. And then what? Nope, not yet. Nope. You make the 3 what? Negative. Now, why do I do that? Because I'm distributing a -1. You hear me? It's like this, guys. Let me put it off to the side just to make sure you guys understand what I'm saying. You're saying -1 times -5. What's -1 times -5? It's a positive 5x. And then -1 times positive 3, which is a, yes. You understand now, right? Now look how I change the signs. I circle things sometimes so I don't make a mistake when I'm combining terms now. All right, Julia, now you're combining, yep. Good job. And then what? Why do you think that? What's this number right here, kiddo? And what's this kid right here? So if you owe 11 and you owe 3, think about it. You owe your mom 11 and you owe your, there you go, bro. Owe 14. You with me? So just take your time. You understand what I'm trying to tell you, right? Take your time with your numbers. Think in terms of money. All right? All right, Jess. Same thing for you.
First you take the negative and you make it a positive.
Exactly.
And then you take the one right in front of the 8.
Which is the, what about the 4x?
Oh yeah, you take that and make it a negative.
That is correct. So this becomes a negative.
And
And
you take the positive to the right of that and make it a negative.
that's right. So that's like -4x minus 8. Everybody hear me?
And
All right.
then now you combine that term to do 2x, and then it would be -6.
You have $2. Give me 4.
Oh, so it'll be -2.
Come on, see what I'm saying now. Negative 2x. All right, now what? Think about it.
And then you would take -10, and then that would be -18.
Yes, very good, girl. All right, keep practicing. You hear me? All right, Abby, you're up with number 11. That should be easy for you.
Yeah. Would that be 6
6s plus 60. Very good.
Was the previous answer -18?
Yes, it is negative 18. Good. All right, here we go. 13, Julian.
All right.
No, the other
so
Julian.
it would be -15, and then -5.
What?
Oh, negative.
Negative 15.
Oh, negative 3.
I'm going this times this, which is negative 15. Then I'm going negative 5 times negative b. Remember?
Oh, positive.
Right. Positive how many?
5.
Yes. All right. Now, again, you're deciding whether or not you're remembering all this information right now. It's been a long week. All right. Colin, you got kind of a hard one because it's fractions, but now listen to me. Look right up on the board. This is like a number 1 right here, right? So what's 2/5 times 1? That's right. So it's just 2/5 s. And now, Colin, you have to tell me what 2/5 times 20 is. Can we review that? What is that? Come on. Now remember, what I try to tell kids is you should divide first. So read this number to me, Colin. You see what I'm, and then, which is
4.
and then,
4 divided by
no, times.
times 2. That 4 times 2 is 8.
Yes, sir. All right, double check yourself on that, please. That's kind of a tricky one. Good little review of fractions today also. Any issues? Colin, you good with that?
Yeah.
All right. Sebastian, number 17. Yes, good job. Negative 2r plus 16. Now remember, you're supposed to tell me something if you don't know it. All right, Caroline, number 19. Good job, girl. Yes, h minus 5. You happy with that? All right. Ellis, tell me about 21. You're awesome, girl. I just erased it. Negative 40 plus 8x. Everybody happy with that explanation? All right, 23. Avery. Uh-oh, you got the annoying one.
It's -6. Well, yeah, -16c minus 70.
What?
720.
720. All right, 45 times 16. All right, 45 times 16. Mentally, watch. 45 times 10 is obviously what? 450. Now we're doing 5 times 10, which is 50. And 5 times 6 is 50 plus 30 is 80. So
500.
So it should be,
530.
hold on a second. Oh, wait, I just messed up. 45, I meant to do 45 times 6. Sorry. I don't know what I was thinking. 45 times 6. So first off, we did 45 times 10, and now we're doing 45 times 6. Everybody see that? So 6 times 40 is what? 240. 6 times 5 is 30, so that would be 270. Thank you. And then when you add that together, you should mentally 720. All right, everybody okay with that? All right, again, you're just practicing mental math. All right, just practicing. All right. I'm not sure exactly what I'm doing for the exam yet. All right. Here we go, 25. All right, now I like 25. Here we go. $5.3 times x plus 11. Miss Manny, what do you got?
25.
Yes.
So you do 5.3x.
Now, do you remember the rule for multiplying by 11? Watch this. Put the 5 down. Then you add these two. What's 5 plus 3? And then you put the last number down. And we have one decimal spot, right? So it should be 58.3. It's a nice way to learn to multiply by 11. All right, nice way to multiply by 11. So are we happy with that explanation? Anytime you multiply by 11, all right, and I'll give you one more example. Look right up here, please. If I said 11 times 342, you put down the 3, then you add. What's 3 plus 4? 4 plus 2. And then you put down the 2. So if somebody asked you what 11 times 342, you should be able to tell them it's 3,762. They'll think you're crazy. Or it's just a pattern, that's all. All right, so let's move on to 27. What is the perimeter of the pool? Now, a swimming pool is bordered on all sides by a tiled deck. What is the perimeter of the pool? Now, in my opinion, the perimeter of the pool or the perimeter of the pool and the deck. So this is a little ambiguous, I think. Is everybody with me? Right, look right here. This, to me, what I'm highlighting, well, I'm going to do this. This, I think, is just the pool. Do you agree? Does that make sense? So I think they're trying to trick you on this a little bit. This one here that we're talking about here is the what? The pool and the deck. You agree with me on that? It's just saying the perimeter of the what? The perimeter of the pool. So once we do the answer, I'm going to go back to the answers and see if that's true. All right, so if we want to find the perimeter of the pool, look right up here, guys. What is this distance from here to here? That's right, 3x plus 2. And what's this distance here have to be?
3x plus 2. Or I mean 2x.
Somebody help me. What is this right here? Hold on a minute. I'm asking for this wall right here. What is this distance right here? No. Caroline, what is it? What do you think? Just x. You're right, it's 1x. How do I know it's 1x? Because it's directly opposite. Because it's a rectangle, the opposite sides are equal. Right? It also tells you. Yep. So now we want the perimeter. So do the perimeter, what do we do? You add them all up. All right, you add them up by combining like terms. So to find the perimeter, I want you to put perimeter equals. Now we're adding the x's. How many x's here that I'm highlighting? 3x plus 1x, which is plus this over here is plus this. So you have 8x. Then you have to add the constants. Well, the only two constants are what? 2 and 2, which is 4. So the perimeter of the pool is 8x plus 4. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down and check my answer because I want to make sure. What did they say? Yeah. All right. I was correct. They were trying to just trick you there. Did I see that? All right. Here we go. So let's take a look now at 29. All right, so the perimeter of a triangular-shaped amphitheater is 100x plus 90. All right? So all the way around, I want everybody to draw a triangular amphitheater. So here's what we got. And all that is, this would be my triangular amphitheater. Does everybody see with that? You can draw yours different if you want. The length of two sides are 45x minus 10, and the other side is 25x plus 50. I'm trying to find this side. I know the perimeter is 100x plus 90. Who can tell me what the third side's going to be? Come on, you thinkers. Ellis, what's the third side going to be? Wow, 30x plus 60. 30x plus, wouldn't it be, I think he's right. Wouldn't it be 50, Ellis? I think it's 50. Let's figure out how they did that real quick. Look right here. There's several ways. In my opinion, the easiest thing to do would be to say, what is 45x plus 25x, guys? 70x, right? Be careful. Now remember, 45 plus 25, you can add 5 and make it 50, and then add 20 and make it 70. Does everybody agree? Come on now. This is a harder one, okay? So I want you to listen. The perimeter has to be what? 100x. We already have what? 70x. So that means the third side had to be what? 30x. Does everybody understand what I did there? Julia, are you okay with that? All right, now let's add the numbers. All right, when I add the numbers, this over here is negative 10, and this here is 50. So altogether, that adds up to what? 40. That adds up to 40. But I want it to add up to what, Connor? I want it to add up to 90. So that means the other would have to be what? 50. That's a nice way of doing that problem. Very good. Both of you guys. Everybody with me on this? All right, that's a nice little problem. All right, let's check out 31. How do you find the average? Yes. So here are my dogs. I got to find the average weight of my dogs. Is everybody with me? So I have to add them up. All right, then how many dogs do I have? 4. So here we go. We're going to take, bless you, 18 1/4 plus 29 1/2 plus 48 3/4 plus the unknown, and then we're going to divide that by what? 4. We're going to divide that by 4. All right? Now again, because we're getting closer to exams, I've got to review things with you. So this is a good mental math for adding fractions. Look up, please. Look up, look up, look up. I'm going to show you how I want you to do it. Look up, please. Watch this right here. Does everybody agree with me? 1/4, please listen, and 3/4. What does that make? 1 whole, right? So instead of calling 48, I can cross out the 48 and make it a what? I can make it a 49. Is everybody with me on that? Mm-hmm. Right? Now, what is 49 plus 29? Well, 49, 59, 69, right? And then 69 plus 9, instead of doing 69 plus 9, I can do 69 plus 10, which would be 79, and then subtract 1, which would be what? 78. So now I have 78, and I'm going to add 18. So I always count by tens. So 78, then what? 88, right? And now I have to add another 8. 96. Everybody with me on that? So it would be 96. Bless you. 96 and what, please? 1/2. Does everybody see that? Because we didn't add the 1/2 yet. So 96 and 1/2 plus x divided by what?
4.
That is what they're looking for there. All right, that's the expression that they want you to write. Anybody have any issues with that? No, they don't care about the answer. All right. Is everybody good on that?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
All right, let's check out 33. Carson is making up a toolkit to give as a holiday gift. Each toolkit includes a $14 hammer and a $20 screwdriver and a $6 measuring tape. Wow. Yeah, so that's what, guys?
40 bucks.
40 bucks. I don't know what they're doing here.
Oof.
All right, let's skip to 35. All right, I'm not sure where we left off at. Where did we leave off at? Right up here, I think.
Yeah, Will.
All right, Julian, you're up. Number 35. You.
Oh, all right. That's x plus 3x plus 4.
Which is what?
7x.
What? Come on now. Listen to what's coming out of your mouth. Read that to me.
X plus 3x.
Which is?
3x.
Now, like the reason you're making a mistake right here, please listen. That's not just x.
Oh,
That's
it's 1.
so.
So it's 4x.
Right. Now listen to me now. The numbers and the variables can't be combined.
Yeah.
So it'd be 4x what?
4x and that's all.
What about the 4?
Plus.
Come on now. Write it down. Let's go. 4x plus 4. 4x plus 4. All right. So, Will, you got a tricky one here. First thing I have to do on 37, right, is what do I have to do? Distribute a 3.
Oh.
So that becomes, now put a 1 in front, everybody. 1mn. Then if I distribute the 3, it becomes what? 3 times 2.
Oh, 6.
You with me? Plus 6mn. Then what?
And then you
Yep. There you go. Good job. So 1mn plus 6mn minus 12. So what can I combine, Will?
1.
Yep. Which is? That's exactly right. 7mn minus 12. Very good. All right, Connor, start me out. 39. Just tell me the answer.
39.
Yes.
13x minus 4 and minus 7y.
I'm totally fine with that. Max, you're up.
Okay, 41. So you do 3a.
No.
Oh,
No.
you have to distribute.
Distribute. Come on.
So distributing, you do 5a.
Negative 5a.
Negative 5a.
And then?
Minus 5.
Yes. All right, now let's see if you can get this part right.
Okay, 3a minus 5.
Close. 2 minus 5.
Oh, negative 3a minus 5.
Yeah, you guys, listen.
Yes, I'm so
Listen.
dumb.
Again, boys, it's the same principle. I can hear. I'm not interested in you guys telling them what the answer is. It's of no value to me. I'm trying to evaluate who knows what they know what they're doing. So I don't want you telling them what the answer is. All right, I want him to struggle. All right, so I can help him if he needs it. All right, tell him the answer is no good. Next, 43. Now, do you agree these are all ends? So to me, we're going to try to do this now so it doesn't look like such a big pain. Do you hear me? So in my eyes, I don't like to do negatives with positives because I'm going to end up doing what? Subtracting. So it'd be easier for you if you just added things first. That's right. 49 plus 7. And then just 55, right? And then, yes. Now let's see what I'm trying to show you. Don't let the looks of it be deceiving. You're always trying to figure out an easy way to do things. I think it's easier to combine the addition first because I don't want to do subtraction. Julie, do you hear me on that? So don't be afraid just because there's a bunch of numbers there. Oh my gosh. Make it easy on yourself. Combine the positives first. All right, that was really simple. Really simple. All right, good. Good practicing the mental math. All right, Jess, you got some problems here.
So first we have to distribute.
Yes, you do. What do I have?
So first, I would do. So first it's a negative. So first would be negative 5c.
Good.
And then do negative 5.
Good job, girl. And then just let's write everything else down. Now we have C's and D's, right? So now we're going to combine the C's. All right? So let's look at the C's. How many do I have here?
You have 2 c's.
Perfect. So what does that make altogether?
So then negative 5c. So then you would do negative 0.
There you go. 0 so far. Good. So we're done with the C's. Right? Now help me out with the D's.
Okay, so then you do negative 5d. And then you do negative 4d.
Exactly.
And then that would be negative 9d.
Yes, ma'am. Good for you. And then?
And then you take negative 9d and then you do it to negative d. That would be negative 10.
Very good. Very good. I can see. All right. Way to think about that. All right. Perfect. Perfect. Negative 10d. All right. 46. Abby, you got an easy one because it's just plus, right?
47.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, 47. It's still plus, right? So listen, everybody. Do the parentheses really need to be used here?
No.
No. All right. So go ahead.
1x minus
X minus 2. Are you guys telling me it's time to go?
2.
All right.
1 minute.
Okay, so here we go. Listen, I want you to finish up the odds. Finish up the odds for the whole thing. All right, as you get to the end, it's just practicing addition and subtraction, so it's not a big deal. All right, do the odds, please.
Thank you.
Good job.